Hi guys, my name is Bradley Walls. In this presentation, I will be explaining my career action plan. I've been taking criminology for about 4 months now, and over the course, I've decided on becoming a youth correctional counselor. Now, a youth correctional counselor, what they do is they help aid young offenders, young juveniles, and help them get back into society on a better footing than they would be without one, per se. And in the next few slides, I will explain my action plan to do so, specifically like wages and benefits, personal barriers, requirements, and my actual action plan itself. Now, education and training requirements. I will need at least a bachelor's in a human service degree, like criminology itself or, psychology. I will also need to take as many child courses as I can with a minimum GPA of 3.0. Now, the child courses aren't necessarily required, but they are very much preferred because you're working with young, influential children. And the more you know about children and how to work with them, the better, And I also must be good at listening, analyzing, empathy, and have great communication and decision-making skills. Because, as I said, I will be working with children. They need to feel like they are being listened to, like they are heard in general, and like they're being taken care of. So it's very, very important that you provide that for them so they can help heal themselves. And maybe you can help them re-enter back into society on a lot better, like I said earlier, footing than they would have, without you. Let's see. Personal barriers, obligations, and challenges. Now, one thing that will really, really get me is the high workload and job-related stress. Because you're taking care of multiple children, and that's multiple needs that need to be met, multiple sorts of paperwork that has to be dealt with. Just me generally worrying about the welfare of the kids will take a strain on me. It will. But, it would still be worth it. But that will still be a personal barrier for me. Now, usually must take a civil service exam or a psychological one. That shouldn't be too hard. However, I do struggle a little bit with my mental health. But, once I get that figured out, it should be fine. But it might be a barrier with me as well. But it's definitely an obligation because you usually must take one, even though I should pass it. I don't see why I wouldn't. Limited access to mental health services, at least effective ones. Now, I say this because, say you have a kid that's actually really scaring you. You think he or she needs to be referenced to a therapist. Some institutions don't offer the best resources for that, or the best resources for that. So it might be difficult sometimes finding actually help for a child, but definitely work. You would be able to work through it. Let's see. Wages and benefits. Now, there's an annual salary of $54,290, and it can go up to as large as $94,000 with experience. That's a big jump. And you also get health and dental coverage, which is known by everyone in America to be very costly, so that is very much a benefit there. And you also get sick and vacation pay, which is very amazing as well. Now, my map detailed with the intermediate checkpoints is 1, take psychology, sociology, and childcare courses. For 2, complete my job shadowing just so I don't jump in head first. I actually have experience. 3, finish my bachelor's in criminal justice. And 4, get the job and move up. Of course, there will be difficulties and barriers itself within all of these 4 steps, but simplified, that is my plan. Now, in conclusion, when I pursue being a youth correctional counselor, I might be very stressed with the workload, most definitely, and just the general welfare of the kids, but it will be very much worth it just being able to see them get better, especially with extra education. And I can't wait for the future ahead of me. Thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure.